All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition on the BCP right now. Flying co-pilot as always, my good friend, the goodest roomie, Mr. Chris Nunez. What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. This is a big one. Excited to have one of our favorite guests back on the show. Hashtag champ. Hashtag Mimi Three Belts, the goddesses champion herself. We are not worthy over here. Please welcome back to the show our good friend, Miss the Notorious Mimi. Mimi, what's up?
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy to have an extra belt or two since the last time I talked to you guys.
Oh, there it is. All right, I know. Hashtag champ problems, right?
Yeah.
So Mimi, first and foremost, the world is kind of getting a little bit back to normal. I think like gyms are starting to open. How are you doing over there? How are you making out? Staying healthy and everything?
Honestly, I've been so much better because training just started up again for us at the Monster Factory, and even though we've been doing stuff a little differently, of course, with trying to keep distancing and everyone's always wearing their masks and stuff like that, it's just so refreshing to be able to get back into a wrestling ring and just train.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been killing it with Goddesses 100%. So we are excited for this matchup. When we saw Adena Steele taking on Mimi, I mean, we love both you guys. We're supposed to be kind of objective here, but I'm stoked for this one. Two, just top-notch athletes. It's going to be a barn burner, going to tear the house down. So I ask you this, Mimi, you've been killing it, riding this wave of momentum, but then we see Adena Steele at the last Goddesses event taking on not one but two opponents and single-handedly eliminating both of them. A big wave of momentum for Adena as well. Your thoughts going into this match against Adena right now?
Well, I mean, there's certainly no putting her down. She definitely does have a huge wave of momentum, and everyone's heard about her, and she's extremely talented. But if we're talking momentum, since TCW has returned, and really since TCW has debuted, I am currently 3-0, with my first match there being the one where I won this title, and the next two back-to-back nights being defending this title. So as far as momentum goes, I think I'm pretty safely on top.
Wow, I like that. Nooner, what do you got?
And what does it mean to you to represent the Goddesses brand as the champion, as the inaugural champion?
It's honestly such an honor because I've worked with Billy and Charlie way back before TCW or Goddesses started back to, I want to say, last June. And I've gotten to know them so well, and I know how much they care about having a solid women's division. So being able to be such a cornerstone to the division that they finally get to form, that I know they always wanted to have, and seeing it succeed so much is just it feels like it's coming full circle from the first outside booking I took was with Billy and Charles there, and I met them and I got to know them, and just being able to represent something that's so important to them feels like such an honor, and it's the right place to be for me.
Well, I love that answer. That's a great answer. So obviously, we're talking about this. You never know what's going to happen in the wrestling world. I'm very excited for this. Like I always say, I'm just happy to have any wrestling these days.
Yeah, exactly. Especially live wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. We'll take what we can get for sure. It's going to be an honor to be seeing you ladies Saturday. I can't wait. For everyone watching, of course, shameless plug. It's Saturday the 26th, Ocean Gate, New Jersey. Tickets are still available. Bring your own chair. These ladies tore the house down last time, Nunes. It was great. We had all sorts of matches, all sorts of personas, and just lots going on. So I'm pumped. Expectations are very high going into this one, but expectations are also high going into this title match. Should we expect, the respectful traditional wrestling match? Is this gonna at some point maybe turn into a brawl? Is it gonna be whatever it takes to retain that title? Where's your mind at right now?
Well, I mean, as you said earlier, it's wrestling, so you never really know what to expect. But
Exactly.
I'd say it'll definitely be a respectful match. I've wrestled Adena before, and she's extremely talented, and I think we have similar styles, but not exactly the same. She tends to err a little bit more on the powerhouse side, and I do a little bit more of the quick, agile moves. So I think it'll just be a really good clash of styles while still remaining, fair, we'll say, because she's also a fair fighter.
I like that. That's good. Nunes, what do you got?
So what are you doing specifically for this match as far as preparation and workouts? Are you doing anything different, or are you just staying the course? Or
So, well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily just for this match alone, since training has been starting back up. I've been 4 days a week at the Monster Factory from 6 p.m. to about 10:30 most nights. So, 3.5, 4.5 hours just in the ring, in the weight room, learning how to finally do a kip up, not picture it. Working on a couple more things that haven't been seen yet, but let's just say adding some new things to my arsenal that we might see pulled out or we might not this weekend.
Okay. All right. So, Mimi, it's something I wanted to ask you last time. It just crossed my mind right now. What is it like for you? I mean, right now, I wouldn't say so early in your career, but like compared to a lot of people, you have been so successful in such a short span of time. What is it like for you, being so young and being the champ, going to high school, being the champ? Like, what is that like for you?
It's pretty unreal, I have to admit. Like, I always thought I'd be able to get decently far, but I wasn't sure how fast that would happen for me. And honestly, I think in some ways, it's like, I don't know, like I didn't ever expect it to happen this fast, so it still feels pretty like unreal, but at the same time, like when I first started traveling around and started getting a hang of it, I was like, I could see this like progressing pretty fast. And then I switched to online school like last January. So right before COVID started, I thankfully got out of Dodge. So I have not gotten to bring this title to school, nor will I bring my other 3, but I did get to bring the Monster Factory one when I won that, and that was pretty fun. It's just been really cool to see the way things progress, and like I'm just looking forward to doing more.
That's awesome. If I had a title, I would totally bring it to high
school. I did. I
dig it. It's like show and tell, but that's like the next level right there. Yeah. That's awesome. So Mimi, we pay attention to things. I think it's great to be a great talent, a great performer in the ring, but more importantly, especially these days, just to be a good human and a good person. We pay attention to what everyone says backstage, how you present yourself, how you represent yourself. Again, still very early, somewhat of a locker room leader. I mean, you are the champ for this Goddesses brand. How important is it to you to kind of set that example and be there for the other girls?
Well, I mean, I just want to create the best environment possible because I know when I got into wrestling, I had so many people be so welcoming, and I think that can be like the difference maker in whether or not someone decides to get into wrestling or whether someone decides to keep pursuing wrestling. And there are just so many talented women, and there's no reason not to support them all because there is room for all of us at the top, especially when there are promotions like Goddesses that will showcase so many women in such a great role. Like, there's no reason to try and bring anyone else down because there's room for everyone and everyone has their own unique things that they can bring to the table. And I've just enjoyed getting to know so many strong, tough, like cool and opinionated women so well.
Love it. Yeah. Lots of friends of the show. We love it. And again, guys, shameless plug, check out Goddesses. Events are kind of far and few between these days. So we will definitely take what we can get. Everyone, you just, stay safe and take care of each other. We're doing the best we can right now. And it blew me away at the first show. I'm so excited for this second show. Expectations are high. There's also a cage match, I believe, at this one with the likes of Holiday. And I believe someone that you've already beaten, Christina Marie. So would you ever want to kind of be in that position in some sort of cage if you haven't already, or, gimmick match along those sort of lines?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a tiny bit disappointed when I realized I wasn't the one in the cage this time. Like, when I saw it was announced they had a steel cage, I was like, yes, this is time. I already texted Billy. I let him know. I was like, listen, if y'all have this cage later on, please put me in it because I will fight someone. My big thing since I've started wrestling is I just want to go through a door. Like, I just want to break something with myself. Like, I don't want to lose this, so hopefully it wouldn't be a tables match. Hopefully it would be like an Extreme Rules where I can then kick out, but I just want to go through a table. That seems like so much fun.
Wow, that's awesome. And I'm excited. And we know it's going to happen.
It's going to happen eventually.
Goddesses 3, just saying, guys, if you're listening. Would you ever want to face like the likes or have you of like a Holiday or anything like that, and anyone else you're kind of targeting?
I have not faced Holiday, but I would absolutely love to. I believe there might be some talks of Lady Frost being the next person on my challenger list.
I'm a fan.
I'm
liking that.
So And I've always wanted to wrestle her because I've met her a couple times at my home promotion and stuff like that, and that would just be a great match to have.
That would be
I'll
very
still kind of like promote the possibility of a tag team there too, though, just because Snow Angels is too good of a name to pass up on. But
Oh my gosh, you heard it here first, people.
It writes itself.
So I was making like corny ice jokes, but all joking aside, that would be awesome. I've seen her. We saw her at WrestlePro a couple of weeks back.
Yeah,
fantastic, total sweetheart, except when she's in the ring. And lots of flippy stuff, as they say, and I love it. She's fantastic. And you kind of segued into this perfectly. And it's going to be kind of hard to beat the Snow Angels. I'm all about that.
Yeah, I really am. Yeah.
I mean, guys, you heard it here first. Make that happen. Maybe we'll even see tag belts and goddesses one day. But if there was someone else that you could tag with from maybe the goddesses roster or like a Monster Factory in kind of a two-women tag team.
That would have to be Nevaeh Chantel. We've already tagged together quite a few times at the Monster Factory. We are unbothered and problematic because we were the locker room troublemakers last year because we had nothing better to do with our summer. And it was a ton of fun. And if they feel like bringing tag belts in, I will definitely find a partner up and, maybe get a goddess's belt for the other shoulder too.
Wow. Now that's all. I'm like getting more pumped for these events as we go on here. Total marks over here, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Me too. I try and hide it, but I'm marked too.
Yeah, there you go. It's supposed to be professional over here, but no, I'm pumped for this event. And we have a lot of these ladies on the show. We've had the likes of a Mother Endless on who did have a little message for you. I don't know if you heard that one. It was something along the lines of I'll clip Mimi's angel wings or something like that.
Something like that.
I would love to see that match. Any thoughts on that remark?
I mean, anyone is welcome to challenge for this. If she wants to take her shot, she can line up, she can earn it, and then she can get knocked back down to, the rest of the card. That's fine by me.
Wow.
Spoken like a true champ. I like it.
That's awesome. All right, Mimi. Well, that's awesome. And I do want to be respectful of your time. Like, we appreciate you coming on and just kind of hyping this. I'm super excited. Anything you want to say to the fans that, miss wrestling or want to come out to this event and are excited for this championship match?
There's no better place to go than Goddesses of War and Titan Championship Wrestling. They've been absolutely killing it with having outdoor shows so everyone feels safe. And if you want to watch all women's wrestling, we have wonderful shows for that. And if you want to see a variety, they also have, your standard run-of-the-mill shows. And if you're not going to be able to make it to the Goddesses show September 26th, we have another one October 24th. And everyone loves a Halloween theme, so you got to make sure you get out to that one.
That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait for that. All right, Mimi. Well, thank you so much. But before we get out of here, got to do the shameless plugs because we're all about it here on the BCP. Where can we get those awesome shirts? I think this guy's got one.
I'll be wearing it Saturday.
All the good merch. Yeah. Where can we follow on social media, all that good stuff?
So my Instagram is at the Notorious Mimi, as is my Twitter. I believe it might be at Notorious_Mimi. You can find my merchandise at whatamaneuver.com in the Notorious Mimi store. I have a YouTube channel. Also, if you just look up the Notorious Mimi, it'll come up. Has quite a few of my matches on there, including my one with Vicious Vicky from the last Goddesses show. And besides that, I think it's pretty much it. Oh, Facebook Amelia Her.
Dig it. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Mimi. Continued
so
success moving forward. We're excited to see you Saturday. Can't wait.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys.
All right, we're not worthy. And guys, as we always say here on the BCP, stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We're out. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a very special episode of the BCP. We're stoked for this one. Ahead of her match, September 26th, at Goddesses of War Part 2, The Revenge. She is the challenger, the Violet Vixen, and no stranger to having gold around her waist. Please welcome back to the show our good friend, Miss Adena Steele. Adena, thanks for a few minutes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing good. Yeah, it's been a year, Adena. But more importantly, how have you been?
I've been good. It's like you said, it's just weird. It's weird not to really be wrestling that much. There's a few shows here and there, but a lot of the promotions I normally would work for are canceled, especially being in Pennsylvania. The capacities are a lot stricter and everything. But I'm trying to just, keep busy, and I'm trying to spend as much time as I can in the gym and just trying to be physically prepared for when things do come back and, kind of just be able to take all the opportunities when they finally arrive.
Absolutely. And I mean, the opportunities are certainly coming your way. Real quick before we talk about that, we did, talk to Mimi a little while ago. This is a great match. Like I said earlier, like we were very excited to see this matchup. You obviously getting that tap on the shoulder to be the number one contender, two of our favorites, even though we're supposed to be objective here. Subjective. But I was stoked for this one. Mimi sounded very, very confident, even though you're carrying a lot of momentum going into this. What's your confident level at right now?
I feel like, I look at her. I have had a match with her before. I know, she takes this very seriously, but as do I. And I know for a fact that I do more. I train more. I practice more. I've had more matches. I have more experience. That's the one thing I always have 100% confidence in, no matter who I'm against. I know I'm giving it 100%. Like, I'm doing all I can to be the best version of me when I get to that match. I'm a different Adena than I was at our last match we had. And because I have momentum behind me, and I think it's going to be a challenge. I'm not underestimating her whatsoever, but I'm ready for it.
Wow, the confidence is there. And like we said last time, Adena, we see you putting in the work every single day. I did try the cereal with the protein drink, so that was good as well. Count Chocula. Yeah.
Yes.
But more importantly, I mean, you talk about being super confident going into this match. What did it mean to you to kind of at the last Goddesses show roll through not one but two opponents in an elimination match? Are you still riding that wave of momentum? Like, how are you feeling after that first debut at Goddesses?
I mean, I did feel really good about the debut, especially it was kind of a curveball. I had anticipated going into that with a different opponent, and they weren't able to make it. So that whole, three-way match was very last minute. I wasn't like as mentally prepared for something like that as I think I normally would have been. But, I felt really good about it. I really enjoy the energy of that place and the people there, and I want to keep the ball rolling for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you looked prepared. I'll say that much. You eliminated both opponents in a three-way elimination match. I mean, that's great. Nooner, what do you got, bro?
And then speaking of that match, what does it mean to you to be the number one contender for the Goddesses Championship? Like, what does it feel to be to get that tap on your shoulder to say, hey, we're choosing you to face the champion?
It's definitely, it feels good. It is a bit of pressure. Like you said, it was just, they just started this whole division and, just made my debut there. So it is the pressure, like, okay, I do want to keep, proving myself and showing them, I have what it takes. And I appreciate that a lot, just even being given this opportunity. So I want to, show them I take it very seriously.
Absolutely. And, we already see where your confidence level is at. You say, I mean, we know that you're very experienced, no stranger to having gold around the waist for sure in multiple promotions. So, maybe we'll see that Goddess title. Who knows? I'm very excited for this one. But Mimi, has been doing this for a short time. No stranger to having gold around her shoulder. Right now, we call her Mimi 3 belts. She's walking around with 3 belts. A lot of momentum very, very early. Does that kind of change your mindset at all? Like, where's your head at when it comes to her riding her wave of momentum right now?
I think, it's kind of like a double-edged sword in her case. Yeah, she has a lot of momentum. She's new, exciting, cool. Everyone likes the new girl. That's always how it works. But it could be going into her head, and I think she might, not be preparing herself in the way she needs to be. I see it happen a lot. People get a lot of false confidence very fast, and it's a big mistake. And if she has it, I'm definitely going to take advantage of it.
Wow, lots of real talk right there. I love it. And I'll ask you this, Adena, and again, I appreciate the honesty. I mean, again, I'm getting more hyped for the match. We're total marks, like I said on the last show. We're trying not to be, but I'm so pumped for this one. It's going to be great. Like we always say here, the real winners the fans. For sure. This is going to be a good one. Nooner, what do you got for me, man?
What are you doing specifically for this match as far as workouts, preparation? Is it just, stay in the course? Is it, same old, same old? Are you doing anything different? Not to give away any of your secrets or anything, but
no strategy.
Yeah.
I think in general, I'm not doing anything different specifically like for this match, but just knowing I have it coming up, I've definitely been doing a little more, with my cardio. I do a little more of HIIT kind of stuff, get your heart rate up and down, which is kind of similar to being in the ring. I've really been focusing the last couple of months just on strength training. Like that's been my main focus. Knowing I'm not in the ring as much, I wanted to spend more time with that. So I feel like, the combination is like I'm going to be stronger, faster, have better cardio than I ever have in the ring. So I'm just trying to keep improving, every day. And no matter what, match it is coming up, I'm ready.
Absolutely. And, we were speaking to Mimi, obviously, earlier. She had mentioned that she had just learned how to do the kip up. But I think I saw a video of you, I believe it was on your Instagram or on one of your stories, Adena, where you were lifting a tremendous amount of weight. I'm trying to remember what that was. What did you have going on over there?
Probably the video where I deadlifted. Was that it?
Yeah.
I got 300 pounds.
Oh my gosh! Wow. All right, that's impressive.
That's like both of us
I didn't
combined.
even know if it was gonna happen. What'd you say?
That's like both of us combined.
Yeah. So to stay on my good side. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh boy. So I mean, again, Adena, I do appreciate. I want to be respectful of your time. But this is interesting. A lot of real talk. This is great. Obviously both faces, both just fan favorites, both highly respected athletes in your profession. Should we expect a straight up respectful fight wrestling match? Could this turn into a brawl, or is it, Adena, anything it takes to get that gold?
I think like a combination of it all, honestly. I will do whatever it takes. I'm not gonna cheat. I don't feel like I would never want to cheat too, especially have a belt. Then I won't even deserve it. But I'll do whatever it takes within reason. I think it will be respectful, but I feel on both ends. We're gonna go all out, and I'm not gonna hold back for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm stoked for this one. And real quick, another plug for the event, guys, again, September 26th, Saturday, Ocean Gate, New Jersey. Tickets are still available. Thanks to our good friends Billy, Charles, and Tony from TCW and the Goddesses brand. So excited for this one. There's also going to be a steel cage match featuring the likes of Holidead returning. Had a great match with Gabby last time versus Christina Marie. That should be another show stealer. Adena, have you ever been in the steel cage, or is that something that you'd want to do in the near future?
I mean, it's named after.
I feel like it would be appropriate. Like my name's
exactly.
One of these days, someone will have to set it up. I would so be down for it, but no, I've never had the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But within time, it'll have to happen someday.
Absolutely. Steel cage, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any like fun gimmick matches that you like to be part of? Any like ladder stuff or anything like that?
No, I've never. I've done a lot of like 3-4 people, intergender, things like that, but I've never, used like any weapons that were like allowed in a match or anything like that. But
yeah, well, I mean,
holds.
Yeah. I mean, like at the last show, you ran through everybody. So, I mean, when you got that number one contender choice, I was like, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. I'm very happy with that. Now, moving forward, again, this is just speculation. I do not know anything. Say the Goddesses brand does bring into some sort of tag team championship for the women, which we're seeing more of on television, which I absolutely love. Would there be like kind of a partner in the Goddesses brand or maybe on the indies that you would like to give the tap on the shoulder to be your partner, saying that there would be a tag team division, hypothetically?
That would be pretty cool. I feel like I don't know who I'd pick specifically, who I'd want to partner with. I feel like, there are people I've worked with at other divisions that people said they could see that being a potential thing, but I don't know out of the Goddesses who I'd specifically like. I don't know. I can't really envision myself in a tag team too much. I'm not opposed to it. I've done it. I've never consistently tagged with anyone. I did tag with Danny Moe not that long ago. And that was pretty fun. I feel like we complemented each other well. Like, she has her high flyingness. I'm more of like the strength. That was a lot of fun, but I haven't seen her yet at Goddesses, but maybe that'll happen.
Dig it. I like that your focus is primarily on this title match. I can see this isn't like, the whole tag thing's not really much your concern. You're focused, and hopefully, we'll see it. Like, we love both you guys. We're excited for this match, but we'll see who's walking out at the end of the night, Goddesses champion. Before we get out of here, Adena, and we want to be respectful of your time, thank you so much for a few minutes. Anything you want to say to the fans right now who might be, missing wrestling or going through a tough time in the world, and maybe excited to see you at Goddesses?
Yeah, I just, it's really cool. I think that at least we're having some shows, to everyone that, came out to the last Goddess show that's coming to this one, it's really appreciated because, like, as much as it does for the fans, it helps me, I could say, and I'm sure for many of the other wrestlers, like, they feel the same way. And I think we all miss it in our own ways. So having it and, like, going back and having fans and having that energy, it just kind of, like, is such a nice escape, I think, for everybody. So, I really just appreciate everybody and the support of, the Goddesses division and these shows because it is a weird time and a lot of people are scared, but I'm glad, everyone's just following the safety precautions and we're able to still put on shows and get together and, have wrestling.
Very well said, and I'm thankful for that sense of normalcy. Exactly. Thankful for wrestling. That's all that's given to us, especially during this difficult year. Adena, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. But before we get out of here, let's get that shameless promo out of the way. Where can everyone follow you on social media, all that good stuff?
Well, on Instagram at Adena Steele, ADENA STEELE. Twitter is _Adena Steele. Not as active on there as I should be. Honestly, I don't really know how to use it. Facebook, also Adena Steele.
Awesome, yeah. But I'll tell you what, watch those stories because she's doing some tremendous things in the gym. Probably be some good stuff coming up for Goddesses. Probably a lot of like gifts and videos coming out. Maybe some gold around the waist, who knows. Adena, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time and continued success moving forward. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
All right, thanks. As I always say here on the BCP, everyone, stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We're out. Peace.
Bye.